As the Coachella Valley continues to grow as an entertainment and cultural empire in the California desert cities, Mutual 111 is your go-to for local and regional arts, literature, music, special events, and theater. From the Mutual Broadcasting System studios in Palm Springs, it's The Desert Scene with Bonnie G.
And welcome to The Desert Scene. So happy to have you today. And we're welcoming right now Miss Ellen Goodman, who is the director of the Foundation for PSUSD, Palm Springs Unified School District. And she's going to tell us a little bit about a big event they have coming up October 7th called One Night Out Bollywood. Hi, Ellen. How are you?
Bonnie, hello. I'm wonderful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So this sounds like such fun. Your second annual Party with a Purpose. So tell us a little bit about the event.
Well, we are so excited for our second year that we have an opportunity to bring an international theme to our community that's fun and engaging, and it's a way to experience a glimpse of another culture. Mm-hmm. We are bringing in Indian dancers, and we will have dance-led workshops with Bollywood specialists. We will have henna artists on site, so individuals can have hennas done. There'll be lots of opportunity to pick up a scarf or to buy bangles and beads and hip jingles to be able to dance and feel the vibe of the culture. We're looking forward to hosting everyone at the Palm Springs Air Museum. We'll have DJ Alfalfa on board, spitting all of our hits and music so folks enjoy the evening. It is a party. So we're not a sit-down dinner. We're not asking for any captivated attention. Mm-hmm. We want people to bring their friends and families or colleagues, enjoy themselves, have a fun night out at a reasonable expense to everybody, and help to raise awareness for school district programs.
What a great idea. What a wonderful idea. And $35. That is such a deal. That's a great price. So now is that, I don't think I've ever seen a price maybe that low for this sort of type of event. Is that going to hopefully raise enough, as much as you'd want that for that evening?
That's a great question. And I think it would maybe not be the right strategy if we relied on ticket sales. Mm-hmm. For the proceeds, and so it is our job to find the sponsors to help to underwrite the cost, so that the ticket sales are, say, the icing on the cake. So we couldn't do this without Amazon, who is one of our lead sponsors, the Band of Korea Indians, Western Wind Foundation, Steve Tobin and Johnny Krupa, and the Helen Grace Spearman Fund. So it wouldn't Barton CPA. So with our sponsors, they really provide that underwriting and that platform so we can keep that price low, because you're right, you don't see it in the Valley. And I think it's really important that we price our events, we're a school district, at a price where everyone can afford it and everyone can participate.
Yeah, that's really helpful. So tell us a little bit about, a little more about the Palm Springs Unified School District. Tell us more about what you guys do sort of on a daily basis.
Oh, thank you. So the foundation was established to help raise funds for projects and programs that government budgets struggle to cover. Okay. And oftentimes that's things that are fun for kids. And one example might be robotics and drones, which is an emerging technology that I think every single young person needs to be introduced to, because that is our future as far as AI and, something like drones. Young people can just come right out of high school and go right to work. So these are the things that maybe testing and government dollars wouldn't cover. Mm-hmm. So we ask the community to support us in building those efforts. Another example is the school district funds cover music teachers, but they struggle to have instruments.
I was just going to ask about that, yeah.
Right. So the foundation raised funds to purchase recorders for third graders, ukuleles for fourth graders, and keyboards for fifth graders.
Fabulous. Yeah, music, we all talk about music programs and how sometimes they're the first things to go with budget cuts. And yeah, you need both instructors and instruments. Yeah, if you're going to talk about instrumental music, you got to have the instruments for kids to use. So that's yeah. huge. And what else does the foundation do?
Well, another example would be what we noticed, which was really surprising to me. It was surprising. What we noticed is young kids were not showing up at school with tennis shoes that fit. And we saw this on the playground. We saw this in sports. And that is not something government dollars are going to cover.
Yeah.
So last year, we launched a campaign to raise money to buy tennis shoes for our most vulnerable and our highest risk students. We have about 12% of our students are considered homeless. And so 12% would be about 2,500 kids. So we had a campaign, we raised the funds. This was an amazing program because honestly, for any dollar amount, you could contribute to a pair of tennis shoes, and you knew that your money was going to make a huge difference immediately.
Right.
That was really very rewarding. And it has become an annual tradition now for us.
That's fabulous. So Ellen, how long have you personally been involved with the foundation?
Oh, I feel so fortunate. I've been there 10 years.
Wow. What kinds of changes have you seen within the foundation itself and what it does over those 10 years?
Oh, great question. I believe that in the beginning, and I want to also say that I was their first full-time staff person, their first director brought on board. So prior to that, it was a volunteer-run nonprofit. So the school district brought on staff. I came on, and our first year, we really did what I would call a listening tour. We wanted to understand what the needs were, what was happening in the community, how people viewed the schools, where individuals thought outside of schools thought that they could make a difference, and what their expectations were of our graduates and the impact they would have in our valley. So we did that our first year. Our second year, we were able to meet individuals who had investment strategies that wanted to make long-term investments. And so we were able to start to build an endowment. Now, we'll fast forward 10 years later, and what we're really seeing is this is interesting, we need to circle back and start to develop what I would call acquisition strategies. So we had this great first decade of a run. We built our community. We built our foundation of funds. We established relationships at the school level where projects actually get implemented. It's almost, Bonnie, as if not that we're starting over, but we now need to bring in the next phase of individual supporters, volunteers, that would be mentors, and other ways individuals can participate to make a difference in a student's life. So we're kind of circling into phase two, and we're redeveloping stronger strategies for acquisition and retention. We're in our second year. This isn't something that I think we could have pulled off and grown as a franchise in our first iteration, in the first few years of my joining the team. And we strategically waited. And so the event is an example of this phase two. As an acquisition, keeping the price at $35 allows us to bring more people in and a different kind of person in to be able to learn about how they might be able to support a student.
I just want to go back for 1 second to the music issue. I was wondering if there are other foundations in the community that partner with you, like the Barry Manilow's Music Project. Do you work together with other projects like that?
So we have not partnered with, the foundation has not partnered with an organization to be able to procure instruments. We have been in touch with the Manilow Project, and I believe we've been working with a gentleman by the name of Chris, and we're waiting to hear what that relationship might look like. There are organizations out there like the Steinway Society that works directly with our schools, and they provide programming to our schools in that partnership. But as far as the foundation and working with agencies, like I said, we just made contact with the Manilow Project, and we hope to see some wonderful benefits from that relationship.
Excellent. So let's go back and talk about the event one more time. It's Saturday, October 7th at the Palm Springs Air Museum. $35. The tickets are a steal. And what time does it start?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Okay. And again, so much fun. On one night out, Bollywood, dancing, food, dance instruction, all kinds. Sounds like such a fun evening. What a wonderful idea for the evening. Ellen, thank you so much for all your work with the foundation and for putting on this event and also for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Bonnie, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the 7th.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Ellen Goodman, Director of Foundation PSUSD, about this big event, October 7th, One Night Out Bollywood. Thank you, and we'll see you guys the next time on the Desert Scene.
Join us again for the Desert Scene with Bonnie G. from Mutual 111. Be sure to visit thedesertscene.com for more show information and mutual111.com for our full library of episodes.